Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Starting a little bit early because I'm still kind of getting set up. I am not super versed in the current state of things with Twitch, so I am hopeful that all this stuff kind of it holds together. It's glued together pretty haphazardly right now. Um, Let me jump on Twitch just so I have my chat. Okay. Um, so basically, yeah. Uh, there we are. I see the chat room. Oh, first, indeed, first. So basically, what my plan is to go through the the first at least three Monkey Island games leading up to the release of the next Monkey Island game officially from Disney, Lucasfilm Games, Ron Gilbert, David B. Fox is involved, Craig Derrick, David Grossman, and then a bunch of new folks from the Thimbleweed team, Jen Sandercock, who is an amazing writer, and you should absolutely follow all of these people on the Twitter or the Fabooks. I don't know what people are following. Things like some of them have a TikTok. I'm sure anybody under like 40 probably has a TikTok. But yeah, this is really. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Thank you, folks. My voice is low, not low, but quiet. This is going to be interesting because I don't know that I can actually increase my volume. Let me find out. If anyone's updated to Windows 11, you know that the new volume controls are just kind of actual trash. They're really jank. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. Apologies. Hmm. Yeah, basically you have to go through all of the frickin' this is so annoying. Okay. Yeah, I don't have an option to volume up here. Give me a quick second. I'm actually going to step away. And back. Let us find out if I can actually fix this. I am not super hopeful. The picture may go really wonky for a bit. Forgive me. Yep, it's not going to give me the option from here. Okay, we will try one more thing. Again, forgive me, because you're going to get a pretty fun view here really quickly. Oh, two. Okay, how's that? That should be a little bit better, I hope. Oof. Let's find out. Uh, okay, so what I'll do then, thank you, Benign. What I will do is Yeah, kitchen behind the green screen, an old Apple II, 2 Plus over there. Um, so yeah, pretty fun. I will make sure to pull the game volume down so that I'm not just blasting your ears with that. And thank you for understanding. I don't have my external audio currently. It's with equipment on a shoot, so I'm using on camera, and if we're being honest, it's not great. It's also not level. There we go. Okay, cool. So, as I was saying, I don't remember what I was saying, but Lucasfilm is putting out a new Monkey Island. Lucasfilm Games is putting out a new Monkey Island. They've been working on it for 2 years. All the folks are back, including all the awesome voice actors, like Dominic Armato, and I'm hoping Earl Bowen, though he hasn't been announced yet. I know that Rob Paulson has posted that he is back, and I'm assuming that most of the folks who were Monkey Island like alums or Monkey Island producers or whatnot who did voice work in the first 3 games, well, the first 4 games, and the Telltale slash, it was Telltale, not Hothead, right? Yeah, I think that the Chronicles of Monkey. Let's see, what is it called? Tales of Monkey Island. It would make sense it was Telltale then. But I think those were all they all came back for those. Obviously, the special editions came out after Monkey Island 3 and 4. They all came back for those to voice what we're going to hear today. So, what are we going to hear today? Well, this is the Talkie edition of Monkey Island 1, and I'll be doing the Talkie edition of Monkey Island 2. Obviously, Curse was already fully voiced because it was a CD release, so that will be in the future at some point as well. But these two were kind of special because they came out, the Talkie versions came out well after the original releases. The Sega CD doesn't have voice. Other CD iterations of Monkey Island 1 and 2 are not voiced. But the special editions were. However, the special editions also changed the graphics and changed to a sort of oil pastel look. I didn't care for it personally. That is not to say it's bad. It's very beautiful art. It's close to what the new one's probably going to be. And it's probably pretty close to what Steve Purcell and the rest of the art team laid down initially for concept art and things like that. So it probably looks more accurate to the original concept art, but I prefer the pixelated look, at least of the first 2. It's what I grew up with. It's what I sort of started playing. So a group of fans online found that they could take the audio from the special editions, which I have purchased on GOG, Xbox, Steam. I buy Monkey Island a lot. I've actually got the limited run games anthology literally sitting right above the camera right now. Not for this stream. It just happens that it is on a shelf where the stream is occurring. So I've bought the special edition a lot of times, and I had my original discs from the VGA releases. I have my 5 1/4s are on the shelf in there, but my 3 1/2s were in storage. So I was able to pull those out, use the files for those. There's a patcher online. If you just look up Secret of Monkey Island Talkie Edition, you'll find a huge swath of information on how to sort of set it up. And basically it pulls the audio from the special editions and patches the original VGA edition to run with that voice. So it does not pull the special edition CD audio from Michael Zealand or any of those folks. So you're still getting whatever is in the edition that you apply the voice to, which in this case will be Roland MT32 MIDI, and then the voice will be obviously ripped from the special editions. There's a little bit of compression because it does have to sort of take them down to something that an old computer can play. There's a little bit of popping, things like that. That being said, I think it's a lot of fun, so let's try this out. And again, forgive any technical issues. you know. All right, so here we are. There is you. I definitely have a favorite game company on old computers, obviously. So yeah, let's check out The Secret of Monkey Island, and I will adjust the volume. It may be a little loud to start, so apologies. Actually, let me crank it down a touch just to. We'll go down to like there. So yep, start the MIDI version. Let's see if I can actually double click it. Okay, looks like I'm getting audio. Might be a little quiet. I'm just going to let this run for a bit. This was actually from the Mega Monkey pack, not the original 3.5s. I just realized this is from my Mega Monkey CD, which came with Monkey Island 3 in the original boxed copy. You got Monkey Island 1 and 2 made for Windows. They were a little janky, but they were pretty fun. Excellent to hear. Excellent to hear. All right, so we are about to join Guybrush Threepwood as he tries to become a mighty pirate on Melee Island. He has heard that this is where one goes to become a pirate. He is, I believe, around 17 years old in the story at this point. And he wants to seek his fame and fortune. Rob Paulson and Dominic Armato.
Hi, my name's Guybrush Threepwood, and I want to be a pirate.
Yikes! Don't sneak up on me like that.
I'm over this way.
Ah, well then, Thriftweed.
Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood.
I see. So, you want to be a pirate, eh? You look more like a flooring inspector. But if you're serious about pirating, go talk to the pirate leaders. You'll find them in the scum bar.
Gosh, thanks. I'll do that. Bye now. I'm off to seek my fortune.
Good luck.
Where did you say those pirate leaders were?
The scum bar.
I don't have
Right,
any
thanks.
choices right now. It's either the volume goes way, way down. I'll take it down a little bit more. Okay, so this is rough. Let me see if I can. Get the volume to just pump a touch here. Nope. Okay, so I raised the gain in OBS. Here's hoping that that works. I think that should be much better. Well, I'm hoping that should be much better. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so if you are not familiar with Lucasfilm point-and-click adventures, they use what is called the script creation utility for Maniac Mansion, which was, I believe, originally developed on C64 using an extended basic that basically allowed them to quickly create compound sprites and script those sprites' movements and talking and then verb and object actions. If you ever played the original Monkey Island, it is not the first LucasArts. It's not the first LucasArts adventure technically. I think the first Lucasfilm adventure was Labyrinth. I might be wrong on that. Terrible, awful. I love the movie Labyrinth. I love David Bowie. I love Lucasfilm Adventures, but it's rough. It's real rough. It's that sort of old Apple II difficult where games were just obtuse because they were 140K or less, basically. So the first real adventure game that I think is worth playing for sure from Lucasfilm or LucasArts is Maniac Mansion. And the script creation utility made for that is kind of what powers most of these games up until, I want to say, Curse. Curse was probably an iteration of Scum, but it was very different at that point. And obviously so was the technology. So, but yeah, basically you construct verb
Re-elect Governor Marley. When
and
there's only one
object
candidate,
pairings
there's
to
only one
do
choice.
stuff. And you'll have to forgive me because unfortunately I don't have any audio. If I did, we'd be getting a massive echo. Is there? Let me see if there's a way to. I don't think there is. Nope. I was hoping there was a way to also put the text on screen, but it doesn't look like there is. So I'm going to be doing most of this from memory. So one of the interesting things about Monkey Island is the character named Guybrush. Guybrush
Ahoy there, stranger.
is named
New in
as such
town?
because
My name's Guybrush Threepwood. I'm new in town.
Guybrush Threepwood?
he is so named because originally they were
That's
going to
the
have a male
stupidest
and
name I've
female
ever
protagonist. And on Amiga, the brushes, the sprites are called brushes. I'm looking at the computer. You're over here. I realize that now. So the sprites are called brushes. They had a guy brush, a girl brush. Once they decided that what they wanted to put together was more of a sort of bespoke role-playing game for a specific role, they toned it down to just Guybrush, and the name stuck. Threepwood, I have no idea about. That being said, Guybrush Threepwood
Well,
would meet our
what's your
first
My
amazing
name is
character,
Mancomb Seepgood. So, what brings you
I
to
love this
Melee
joke.
Island?
It's a
anyway?
stupid joke, and it's just the best.
I want to be a pirate.
Oh, really?
This game
You
is
should
just
go
so
talk
fun.
to the important-looking pirates in the next room. They're pretty much in charge around here. They can tell you where to go and what to do.
Where can I find the governor?
Governor Marley. Her mansion is on the other side of town. But pirates aren't as welcome around her place as they used to be.
Why not?
Well, the last time she had
Turn
a
the
pirate
volume on
over
just
for
a
dinner,
touch. Let me know if there's a
fell
lot
in
of
love
echo.
with her. It's made things rather uncomfortable for everybody.
Who's this pirate?
It was none other than the fearsome pirate, LeChuck. Well, there's a whole big story about what happened next, but I don't believe a word of it. Esteban, over there at the other table, might tell you about it. He takes the whole thing seriously. Very seriously. Uh-oh, looks like my grog is going flat, so you'll have to excuse me. Nice talking to you. Have fun on Melee Island.
Yeah, hopefully. So is the echo too bad, or is it fine? I'm hoping it's good. If you've played this before, you know that there are some other great pirates to talk to. Like we'll talk to this guy. He's pretty great. He's got a great face.
At me for?
I'd like to introduce myself. My name's Guybrush.
Yeah? So what?
Can you tell me the story about this LeChuck guy?
LeChuck. He's the guy that went to the governor's for dinner and never wanted to leave.
I love
He
these
fell for her
characters.
in a big way, but she told him to drop dead. So he did, and then
Excellent,
things
thank you.
really got ugly.
How did things get ugly?
LeChuck was a fearsome pirate. He tried to impress the governor by sailing off to find the secret of Monkey Island. But a mysterious storm came up and sank his ship, leaving no survivors.
This isn't a speed run, by the way. I can probably do a fairly fast speed run of this. I'm taking a little time. But
What is the secret of Monkey
I'll
Island?
probably
Only LeChuck
start
knows.
sort of rushing the dialogue a little
He
bit
still
as we go
sails the
further.
waters between here and Monkey Island. He his ghost ship is an unholy terror upon the sea. That is why we are all in here and not out pirating.
Sorry to bother you. Bye.
Right.
The eye and the dartboard are related, as I'm sure you can figure out. Now we're going to go talk to Cobb, because Cobb is my favorite part of
Eye yourself.
Aye.
Nice hat.
Scumbar.
Aye.
All right, so before I click this, Loom was being heavily pushed at this point. It was enormous in Japan. It did very, very well over there. It got a lot of releases on newer CD systems as well. But Loom is very, very, very interesting, and I highly recommend playing it. It's a little more cerebral. There's a lot less of sort of the okay, well, we're just gonna have to start talking about Roberta Williams and Moon Logic. Point and click adventures at this time. Again, they had to pad themselves. So what a lot of them would do, if you ever played Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you'll know this, even though that was more of a text adventure. They introduced just absolutely obtuse puzzles where they might be wordplay, they might be based on older puzzles from the game itself, or based on literature, or based on literally nothing. Police Quest is a great example of a game that has no logic in it, honestly, which is funny because they actually used it to train police. That's scary. My favorite example from Lucasfilm of a game that doesn't have any logic to it is Sam and Max Hit the Road. I think it is one of the most beautiful games ever made. I think it is literally one of the worst adventure games ever. It is poorly put together. It's, yes, rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. We'll get to that. But Sam and Max Hit the Road has nothing approaching logic to its puzzles. It's literally just try things on things. There are a few, like obviously if you're trying to, cut something, you're going to use, scissors on whatever you're cutting. But there are just absolutely obtuse things like putting two things together that have no reason to put together other than you're just trying the entire inventory. So that's what Roberta Williams called Crazy Moon Logic, and it was sort of what they tried to not do in King's Quest. They still did to an extent, especially when you get into the later King's Quests. But the first one was, it was well done. Loom is not that, nor is it this. Loom is something completely different. So Loom uses music to help advance the story. That's your interaction with a lot of things. You do standard point and click, not verb based, but you do some standard point and click stuff. It is verb based. It's just pictorial verbs rather than words. Anyway, so there's even a Talkie version of that, but I don't think it was ever released in the US as a Talkie. That might have been the Sega CD version, or it might have been the TurboGrafx CD version. I'll have to look into that. I've got it somewhere, but I haven't played it. The Talkie version, I've just played the PC version. So, they put an ad in their game.
So, tell me about Loom.
You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score and musical effects, not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects and magic spells. Beat the rush! Go out and buy Loom today!
Jeez, what an obvious sales pitch.
Sorry, but on some topics I just get carried away.
Nice talking to you.
Now, if you've actually played Loom, and yes, Empty Strings, the Ball of Twine was absolutely, that from Sam and Max, it was terrible. None of it made sense. You had to specifically get, I want to say it was like bubble gum and a toy punching glove or something like that. But it was just a completely ridiculous reason that I think it was a key ended up in the Ball of Twine. None of Sam and Max made sense. Beautiful game, absolutely beautiful game, but it was terrible. Oh yeah, this is definitely the CD version. That's not in the original at all. Huh.
Woof, LeChuck?
So I think I spent an hour with this dog the first time I played this game. To give you a little background on my experience with Monkey Island, I actually played Monkey Island 2 first. The Secret of Monkey Island and LeChuck's Revenge. Or I guess just LeChuck's Revenge, Monkey Island 2. So I played this on an Amiga first, and Amiga was amazing at the time this first came out. Most PCs were running EGA graphics, 16 color. This game looks okay in EGA. Amiga had a 4096 color situation.
Hey, don't go into the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go in the kitchen. I'm going in the kitchen. So this is all some pre-work I'm doing for later when you need to drug a bunch of poodles. You actually have to have that meat boiled so that you can you need to have the meat boiled so that you can appropriately drug it. And yes, you drug poodles in this.
What be ye wanting, boy?
It's great.
I want to be a pirate.
So what?
So the Amiga
Hey, don't forget we're short on help.
beautiful,
because of
beautiful
this whole
graphics
Chuck thing.
for the time.
So, no pirates
And-
means no swag.
it's
And no swag means no grog. And we're getting dangerously low on grog.
Do you have any special skills?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
Well,
That's important.
All right, but you don't become a pirate just by asking. You'll have to go through the 3 trials.
What 3 trials are those?
There are 3 trials every pirate must pass.
You must master the sword
And the art of thievery.
and the quest.
The what?
Treasure hunting, you sea urchin.
Right. You must prove yourself in each of these 3 areas. Swordplay, thievery, and treasure huntery. And return with proof that you've done it.
And then you must drink grog with us. Grog!
I'm going to go ahead and
I'll
skip
just
some of
be
this
running
text
along
because
now.
it is
Leave
a
us
lot
to
longer
our
to hear it.
grog.
Come back later and tell us how you're doing.
So the 3 important looking pirates have given me the task to learn swordplay, treasure hunting, various other
Meanwhile,
sundry pirating skills.
Deep beneath
yes.
Monkey Island, the ghost pirate LeChuck ship lies anchored in a river of lava.
This is Earl Bowen, who, if you look up on IMDb, you'll recognize very quickly. And Robert Paulson.
There's nothing like the hot winds of hell blowing in your face.
Oh, sir, nothing like it. Sir,
It's days like this that make you glad to be dead.
oh, yes, sir. Glad to be dead.
You are glad to be dead, right?
Oh, yes, sir. I feel so lucky that you happened to capture my ship, then murdered me and everyone on board. Yes, sir. Lucky.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was it you disturbed me for?
Yes, sir. Well, you see, we might have a problem on Melee Island.
Problem? What possible problem could there be? I've got those sissy pirates so scared of the sea, they're afraid to take a bath.
Well, there seems to be a new pirate in town. Actually, he's a pirate wannabe. Young, inexperienced, probably nothing to worry about. Don't know why I bothered you in it. I'll have him taken care of myself.
Wait! I'll handle this personally. My plans are too important to be messed up by amateurs.
Yes, sir.
As I was saying, I played this first on the Amiga. I played Monkey Island 2 first on a VGA PC, but I didn't have access to get Monkey Island 1. It wasn't available in any of the stores, and I played it on an Amiga that we got from a friend of mine. So it's very different on Amiga, mostly because of the sound chip. If you don't know much about the Amiga, it's Spanish for female friend, and it was a bunch of dudes who decided to put together a computer to sort of dog their ex-girlfriends. So all the chips were named after ex-girlfriends. It's really disgusting naming and terrible. But the production of the chips and what they made was really, really incredible and really unique. Obviously, the Roland is my favorite way to listen to Monkey Island or any game from this era, really. But Amiga used a chip called the Paula, or the Pola, if you're a pal, which the sound channels were separated on the stereo, on the left and right channels. So some of the square waves were on the left channel, and some of the noise channels were on the right channel. So you got this weird stereo split while you were playing, and nothing sounds orchestrated. It just sounds odd, but it sounds odd in a very charming way. So I do recommend, if you have the option to play this on Amiga, you at least give it a try.
Excuse me, but do you have a cousin named
very different experience. Also pure 60 frames a second at some points, so it looks eerily smooth when it moves, which is really
No, but I once had a barber named Dominique.
Close enough. Let's talk business.
Maps.
You want to buy a map to the legendary lost treasure of Melee Island?
I need my pieces of 8
Only
first.
one in existence. Rare. Very rare. Only 100 pieces.
Yes,
of
Rob
it.
Paulson is absolutely amazing.
No thanks. I don't have enough money.
Get
Well
out of
then,
here.
buzz off, kid. It's bad for business.
Speaking of rubber chickens with pulleys in the middle, let's go ahead and get that out of the way.
Maybe no one will miss just this one thing.
I don't think I can pick up any of the voodoo knickknacks. No.
What may I help you with, son? Wait, don't say anything. I can sense your name is Guybrush. Guybrush nose hair. No. Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood. Am I not right?
Wow, that was amazing. Do you know any other tricks?
I do not deal in tricks. What I know is the truth. So, my mind-reading skills tell me it is your future you are interested in. Are you certain this is something you really wish to know?
Yes, tell me everything that's gonna happen to me.
I am getting a vision. I see you taking a voyage, a long voyage. I see you captaining a ship.
Yeah,
Speaking of
I
colors.
see.
what? See what?
I see a giant monkey.
Yikes.
I see you inside the giant monkey.
Gross.
Wait. It's all becoming clear. Your journey will have many parts. You will see things better left unseen. You will hear things better left unheard. You will learn things better left unlearned.
What kind of things? I hate surprises.
No, the time is not right to know. When you know your purpose, come see me. I will let you know then.
Yikes. A rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. What possible use could that have?
It's got use. One of the sad things about, unfortunately, the Talkie version not showing the text is that you don't get some of the cool text jokes that they did. They would put TM after things that were absolutely not trademarkable. So that person who you just saw coming up the screen, that's the sheriff, I say in quotes.
Hello?
And if you've
Anybody
ever
in here?
played Monkey Island 2, this will look familiar to you.
You know,
'Cause-
bad things could happen to a person in a dark, deserted alley like this one. And at this time of night, nobody would be around to see it.
Yeah, and bad things happen to people who sneak up on other people from behind.
I like being snarky guy
You're
brush.
gonna give me a little attitude, huh? I'd better get your name.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm new in town.
Listen, Peepwood.
Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, whatever your name is, listen. I'm the sheriff around here. Sheriff Fester Shinetop. Take it from me. This is a bad
In the-
time
in the
to be
voice
visiting
version,
Melee
it
Island.
kinda spoils
a very bad
the twist,
time. My
'cause
advice to
you
you
can
is
hear
to
who
find
that is
somewhere
pretty
else to
easily.
take your vacation. Somewhere safer.
Boy, I feel much better knowing there's an officer of the law around.
So, yeah, basically in Monkey Island 2, you pop out of this door. And in Monkey Island 3, there's a part later in the forest where you end up popping up. And so they reference Monkey Island 1 at least all the way up to 3. I unfortunately don't know enough about 4. I have to be very honest. I have not really played through 4 Escape from Monkey Island. It's their first foray into 3D, and it is rough. I'm going to go over here. I can't do anything yet because I haven't been into the forest. I haven't even actually been out of the town yet. But I want to show you the piranha poodles.
I don't think I can get past them.
Right. So I like them, and I'm going to be poisoning them soon. So I just wanted you to see them in their natural splendor. So yeah, as far as the graphics go, this is one of just my favorite aesthetics. I can't do anything in here yet, but I can do something in here, I think.
Ahoy there, fancy pants. What do you want?
I think I'd just like to browse for now.
Hey, this ain't no boutique. Don't take all day.
Nice. Wally Wingert is in this as well. I think that might be Wally Wingert. Wally Wingert and Rob Paulson have some very similar sounding voices. Also, they were both in. They've both been in a bunch of stuff together. Jess Harnell obviously is Wacko Warner. Jess Harnell also crosses over with Wally Wingert a lot. I'm gonna
I'll just be running along now.
actually I'm gonna do this
don't
because
mess with my rat.
so I don't have to click on anything. I just have to
I
mouse
said
over
don't
the rat.
pester the rat. I'm not gonna warn you again. Leave the rat alone. Hey man, Frank, make him quit it. Oh, now look what you did.
So these three pirates show up again in Monkey Island 2 in one of my favorite bits. They definitely had a bit of a rough time. One of them has a peg leg by Monkey Island 2. But yeah, they're just low moral character pirates. I love them. So let's head back out to the main island. And empty regarding the 10 minutes. This is where the 10 minutes comes in again. The hold my breath for 10 minutes piece. So I may go ahead and just let the clock run out on that while I'm doing some other trivia talk. But I think it's really fun to see, and I've never actually done that in the Talkie version. So this is Melee Island. Melee Island is the starting island for the original. It sort of set the precedent for how they do traversal in Monkey Island games. It's quite fun. I love it a lot. But yeah, this is I love this game so much. It wastes your time, but it wastes your time in a way that's not annoying. It's not Animal Crossing wasting your time. So it's pretty fun.
Hey, I don't like visitors. Who are you?
I'm Bobbin Threadbare. Are you my mother?
No, your mother was a
joke.
doc. Now beat it.
I love Loom.
Excuse me, but the sign said there were restrooms in here?
Sorry, but that sign's a little out of date. I used to have a thriving tourist business here. I had animal wax, tattoo demonstrations, souvenirs. But there was a little accident with one of the trained animals. One of our guests was hurt very badly. So I was shut down, put out of business. And since then, I've lived here all alone. And the only company I have is the same beast that mauled that unlucky tourist. The same beast that made me a hermit. A monster that, just by coincidence, is identical to one what attacked me when I was just a child and left me with these hooks instead of hands. A deformed man. Jeez, now I'm all depressed. Thanks a lot. Can't you just leave me alone now?
I'm a pirate, Cannonball Head. Who are you?
My name's Meat Hook, and I think you've got a little attitude problem.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you Cannonball Head.
That's okay. I'd rather have a cannonball head than a ponytail. Ha 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 ha!
That would be nice.
Hey, you've got a pretty good sense of humor. Ha! Want to see something really funny? Ha!
Yes, please show me, Mr. Meat.
What's this? Say hello, Roger. Hello, Roger. Pretty good, eh? I got a whole routine, but I don't have the time to do it all right now. Maybe if we're ever on a long ocean voyage together. But until then, I'm a very busy man, so...
Foreshadowing.
Whoops, I just realized that this is the wrong house.
Oh, okay. Have a nice time on Melee Island. Say goodbye, Roger. Goodbye, Roger!
So I need him on my crew eventually. I think I have to... A lot of these puzzles, after you do them a couple times, they'll start automatically doing themselves, which is nice. Also, it can be pretty funny.
Wow, it works both ways. That's some chicken.
Where are you, path? Finding the path is the worst part of LucasArts adventure games. Alright, so I think... you know what? I think I have everything to do the circus, which I think is just the pot. And that'll give me the money to buy a shovel and a sword. Yep, so I can talk to this guy.
You must pay a toll.
Look behind you, a mouse.
I'm not falling for that.
Scuttle along, you scurvy sea slug.
So we will.
Ah, a red herring. Pass.
A red herring. That's another joke that keeps going. We're not going to talk about the fact that the troll has the Force, I guess. But the troll has the Force. Ah, yes. So, this is one of my all-time favorite
Welcome to
characters in
Stan's
the game.
previously owned vessels. I'm off searching the
we
globe
don't
right
get
now
him
for
yet.
the finest in previously owned marine transportation. Have a look around. I'll be right back. Stan.
So, I got confused. I need to go to the clearing, not the lights. That's the used boat emporium. I need to go to the Soikus. Yes, Stan is excellent. I don't know if it was a technological issue, but the way the pattern on Stan's shirt works is it's a static grid, and the shirt moves under the grid, so when he moves around, the pattern stays totally static. And they've kept it in every game he's appeared in, so even when the technology isn't limited, the pattern still stays static as the shirt moves around behind it. It's so cool.
Weasel, weevil, miscreant. Say there, son, how'd you like the chance? A once-in-a-lifetime chance to perform
This music
an
is
amazing feat. A death-defying feat.
Fantastic.
Well,
It's
not
just
so
excellent.
death-defying, really.
Yes, his extremely loud jacket.
Dangerous feat. Not dangerous at all. An easy feat. But exciting. With the amazing. Adventurous. Acrobatic. And exceedingly well-known. Fabulous. Flying. Perugini brothers. That's us. My brother Alfredo. And my brother Bill. Sound good? Oh. It's very simple, really. See that cannon over there?
It's a little racist. It's Italian Americans kind of got hosed for a long time on the whole
What do you say?
acceptable.
Okay, I'll do it.
I
We'll
should
pay
have asked
you
for money first.
478 pieces of 8. Have you got a helmet?
Of course I have a helmet. What sort of idiot do you take me for?
Well, let's have it.
We want to be sure.
That it's safe.
Wouldn't want you hurt.
No, sorry. Ah, that will work as a helmet.
Now we can do the trick.
Step right over here, son.
Now, put on your helmet,
And get in the cannon.
and we'll take care of the rest.
Echo!
That's another one I think was funnier in the original text version because the echoes got smaller and
It
smaller.
works!
Oh, I'm so relieved.
Hey!
Are you okay?
And I'm gonna use it again. I love.
I'm Bobbin. Are you my mother?
He's alright!
Hooray! We are spared an embarrassing and financially debilitating lawsuit.
Here is your money, sir.
Just a recompense for aiding us.
The basic theory is fine.
We just need to change the aim a bit.
I'll try it next.
No, I'll do it next.
No, me!
No, me!
Slacker!
Loser!
Ruffian!
Fop!
Anyway, I got my pieces of 8, so now I'm good to go. Purchase some. I need to think a sword and a shovel. I'm not ready to thieve yet, though soon. So basically, the 3 trials portion of this game, pretty straightforward. 3 big puzzles. One of them is you get a shovel, and then you have to get a treasure map, which I will get from this guy now. And you go into a forest that has basically one way through it, kind of like the old Zelda or Final Fantasy, not Final Fantasy.
I hope you get money this time.
Anyway, some of the old RPG hidden forests where
I'll take it. It'll make a swell gift.
There you go. You made a wise
but
decision.
basically if you make
Now
a
get
wrong turn
lost.
it resets everything. So 378 pieces of 8. So you follow the map, do the puzzle to get a treasure, which is, you'll see it. I'm not playing this, no spoilers, so I'll just talk about it a little bit. You get a lousy
Ahoy
t-shirt,
there,
which is
fancy
great.
pants.
And then you come in here, talk this guy into leaving a couple of times, and then you can
Let's go, fancy pants.
break into his safe, and that's where you get a
What
note
do you
of
want?
credit to get a ship.
About this sword.
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah, what about it?
I want it.
Great. Best 100 pieces of eight you ever spent. What else do you want?
About this shovel.
Yeah, what about it?
I want it.
Great. Oh, it'll pay for
Yeah,
itself.
exactly,
believe
Lost Woods.
me.
That's
you'll
probably
dig
the
up
closest
75
is
pieces of
Lost
eight
Woods
in
and
no
Ocarina.
time. But hey, save some treasure for the rest of us, would you? What else do you want?
I think I'd just like to browse.
Hey,
So
this ain't no boutique. Don't take all day.
this old guy's a creep, just so you're aware ahead of time. If we want a little content warning, he is being rebuffed repeatedly by a sword master, and unfortunately, like, it's just a joke that never really goes anywhere. But yeah, so he just keeps sort of going to her place over and over again, using you as an excuse. It's a little messed up. I just left the door to that bar open. I don't even care. I don't care at all. I'm a rebel. Let's see. That's the circus. That's the house. That's the clearing. That's the bridge.
I think I've been had. This is no map. It looks like dancing lessons.
So, back, left, right, back, right, left, back. So go back. I'm gonna have to revisit that again, I'm sure. Might as well pick up one of these while I'm here. Left, right, left. Oh wait.
Looks like a regular old stump with the same red flowers that grow all over the forest. I can't pick that up. It doesn't seem to open.
Left, right, back. There's the stump you come out of in number 3.
I can't pick that up.
Okay, I need to look at this again because I've now. I think it's then right, left, back. Okay. Right, left, back. Now I can pick him up. No, I can't. It's just the yellow one. Okay, that's fine. Let me see if I can just do this one. Okay, tainted meat.
No, this shouldn't take too long.
Hours
So tell you a little
pass.
bit about the scenario that I'm, or about the system I'm running here. So this is not
Hey, I think I hit something.
original
boy.
hardware.
It's a
quite.
t-shirt. Not my
It's,
size, but a nice one nonetheless. Well, I guess I should put all this dirt back now.
Good man. It's the AO486 project from Mister, so it is running
More hours
a simulated
pass.
DX260 486 PC. It's about as close to real hardware as you can get without actually having real hardware.
The legendary lost treasure of Melee Island. This carefully reproduced piece
But
of
it is
Melee
a
Island
pretty
history
limited
has
platform,
delighted
so
thousands of would-be
I
pirates
can't
and their
play. I
families for
can
generations.
barely play Curse
Remember,
on this if I
there are other
wanted
pirates
to.
on this
So
island,
I'll be doing
so
Curse
go
on probably
easy on the
PC.
treasure. Leave some for the next person.
But that's okay. Because Curse doesn't really need anything but that. So now I'll go over here and talk to a straight up 80s archetype.
I think I'll knock. It'd only be polite.
What do you want, you wimpy little spineless maggot?
Could you make me the best sword fighter on Melee?
You mean not counting the Swordmaster?
Counting everybody. I want to be the best.
Better than the Swordmaster? You? You could never be
Stupidest
half the
looking.
sword fighter
I love
Carla
this guy.
is. Even with hours of hard work and sweat and blood. I remember fighting side by side with Carla at Port Royal. The local constabulary had us cornered. It looked like we were done for, but then she said, "But I digress. You just don't have what it takes."
I do so have what it takes.
You do not.
I do so.
You do not.
I do so.
I like your spirit. I'll do what I can. Of course, it'll cost you. Did you see my sign? I usually charge 30 pieces of 8 for a big job like this one. What do you got?
Well, I've got 30 pieces of 8.
Say no more, say no more. Let's see your sword.
Okay, check it out.
Yes, this is a nice one. Let's get to it. Okay, you maggot, why don't you whip that sword out and let's see what you can do with it. Boy, you fight like a dairy farmer. I usually don't waste my time with vermin like yourself. But seeing as this LeChuck thing has put a cramp on business, I got no choice. I need the money. Yes, I can see this is gonna take some special measures. Just want you to know, I don't do this with everyone. It's only because I feel that special student-mentor pieces of 8 bonding that I'm going to these lengths. I'm gonna put you up against the machine.
Another one that was very funny with the
Is this gonna hurt?
text. The machine was all caps and like big.
Yikes.
Come at me. Don't be afraid, you won't hurt me. Distance, distance! Use your forte against the foible. Advance, thrust, recover, parry, riposte. Advance, thrust, recover, parry, riposte. No!
Ow.
You're starting to get the hang of it.
More hours later.
Not bad. You've got good form. Now I'm gonna let you in on the true secret of sword fighting. Sword fighting is kind of like making love. It's not always what you do, but what you say. Any fool pirate can swing a sharp piece of metal around and hope to cut something. But the pros, they know just when to cut their opponent with an insult. One that catches them off guard. You see, kid, your wit's gotta be twice as sharp as your sword. Let's try a couple of insults out, shall we? Okay, imagine this. We're fighting up a storm, just like Carla and I were doing at Port Royal. There's a sudden break in the fighting, and I say to you, you fight like a dairy farmer. You respond with?
You must be thinking of someone else. I am not a farmer.
I can see we've got a lot of work to do here. You should have responded with something like, how appropriate. You fight like a cow. You see, it's razor-sharp wit like that that wins fights. Let's try another. Imagine this. You're trapped up against a wall. My sword just slashed 2 cuts into your face. I say, soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab. You respond with?
I love this. So you basically have to collect responses. As you collect responses, you become a better sword fighter. And then eventually you go up against the Swordmaster, who has a different set of initial insults, and then you have to put together the correct response based on what you know from previous fights. They've used this mechanic in a few other games, but this I think is the first one, and I just love this mechanic.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
It's so stupid.
No, no, no! That was the response from the last insult! Doesn't even make sense when used here! Ah. A correct response to, soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab, would have been something like, first, you better stop waving it around like a feather duster! Yeah. See? Razor sharp. Now, I suggest you go out there and learn some insults.
I can't help but feel like I've been ripped off. I'm sure you're feeling something similar.
Never pay more than $20 for a game. So now I have to go fight these pirates by running into them, which is a kind of a rough mechanic. They have various difficulties, but the important part is basically... Oh wait, let's get this guy. Come on, get him! Ah! I hate this.
Stopping a pirate can be dangerous to your health.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die. Soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab.
First, he'd better stop waving it like a feather duster.
So that's the first. You have to allow them to beat you, then they give you an insult.
You're no match for my brains, you poor fool.
And then obviously you don't have the answer to that one yet. So
I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Playground response. Get another one.
I got this scar on my face during a mighty struggle.
I hope you learn to stop picking.
I am rubber.
nose.
You are glue. I give up. You win.
So then we come here.
What you be wanting, you
And
scurvy
we're going to use those two
lover?
insults we just learned.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood.
And hopefully
Prepare
get a response
to
to
die.
them. So...
I got this scar on my face during a mighty struggle.
I hope now you've learned to stop picking your nose.
So we got the answer to that one.
You have the manners of a beggar.
And we don't have that one. So...
I am rubber. You are glue.
I'm not gonna take your insolence sitting down.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I give up. You win.
Move out of the way or I cuts my way through.
Nice night we're having, isn't it?
I sure hopes you had something more important to stop me for.
Ever notice how all these roads start to look the same?
Yeah. Now that you mention it, they do. It's probably just that we're tired.
Anyway.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
So...
You're no match for my brains, you poor fool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so he didn't know the answer to that, which is like, it'd be... if you ever use them, something along...
You have the manners of a beggar.
I'm shaken. I'm shaken.
Okay, so I'm going to probably win this one because he doesn't have very many...
I'm not gonna take your insolence sitting
Hemorrhoids
down.
acting up again.
Your hemorrhoids are flaring up again,
There we
eh?
go.
You make me want to puke.
You make me think someone already has,
Oh, yeah?
which I don't have yet.
People fall at my feet when they see me coming.
Even before they smell your breath?
Oh, yeah? Oh, I give up. You win.
Move out of the way, or I cuts me way through.
So yeah,
My
it's a
name
little
is Guybrush
sloggy.
Threepwood.
It's absolutely
Prepare
a
to
little sloggy for a
die.
mechanic, but I promise you, when you're playing it, it's a lot of fun.
Ugh, you make me want to puke.
I'm shaking, I'm shaking.
People fall at my feet when they see me coming.
Even before they smell your breath,
That's a good one.
people fall at my feet when they see me coming.
Even before they smell your breath?
Oh, that's... Yay, RNG.
You're no match for my brains, you poor fool.
I'd be in real trouble if you ever used them.
There we go.
Me handkerchief will wipe up your blood.
And I don't have that one yet.
Oh, yeah? Where did my sword go?
Whatever you want, you scurvy lubber.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die. My handkerchief will wipe up your blood.
So you got that job as janitor after all? You're no match for my brains, you poor fool.
I'd be in real trouble if you ever used them.
Okay.
Ugh, you make me want to puke.
I'm rubber, you are glue.
Aw, boo.
You have the manners of a beggar.
I wanted to make sure you'd feel comfortable with me.
Cool, we got that one.
I've heard you were a contemptible snake.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I give up. You win.
I definitely need to get headphones. Oops.
Move out of the way, or I cuts me way through.
Paul Hogan, folks, guest starring.
My name is
Gotta love
Guybrush
that.
Threepwood. Prepare to die.
Let's see.
I got this scar on my face during a mighty struggle.
I'm shaking, I'm shaking.
I've heard you were a contemptible sneak.
Too bad no one's ever heard of you at all.
But you have heard of me. See? Well,
You make me want to puke.
you make me think someone already has. Do I not have that one yet? Oh, I don't. I thought I had that one already. Okay. Well, we'll give him
I am rubber, you are glue.
I'm not gonna take your insolence sitting down.
Okay, so we'll do the hemorrhoids line.
Your hemorrhoids are flaring up again, huh?
And then I will use the line he just used and hope that he has the...
Ugh, you make me want to puke.
You make me think somebody
Here we go.
already did.
Look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Excellent.
Aye, this better be important.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
Okay.
You have the manners of a beggar.
I wanted to make sure you'd feel comfortable with me. Have you stopped wearing diapers yet?
Cool. Got a new one. So
Oh, yeah?
I've spoken with apes more polite than you.
all right. This guy's
Oh,
great.
yeah?
I got
Uncle,
two new
Uncle!
insults to get info for. And you don't have to get all of them to fight the Swordmaster, but
Stopping a
It's not
can be
terrible.
dangerous to your health.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare
Yeah,
to
there's
die.
a lot. There are, I don't remember how many off the top of my head, but there are definitely a lot.
Have you stopped wearing diapers yet?
Oh, yeah?
I've spoken with apes more polite than you.
Must have saw you.
I'm shaken.
Okay, so
I'm
he's
shaken.
worthless for this.
You have the manners of a beggar.
I'm rubber, you are glue. I give up. You win.
Somebody come attack.
Stopping a pirate
Thank you.
can be dangerous to your health.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
Okay.
Have you stopped wearing diapers
Well,
yet?
you want to borrow some?
Why? Did you want to borrow one?
There we go.
You make me want to puke.
You make me think somebody
I think
already
this is
did.
the last one we really need. We'll see.
I've spoken with apes more polite than you.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
You have the manners of a beggar.
I wanted to make sure you'd feel comfortable with me. I got this scar on my face during a mighty struggle.
I hope now you've learned to stop picking your nose.
I give up. You win.
Okay, I just want to get the apes line. Once I get that, I will move on to
Stopping a pirate can
fighting
be
the
dangerous
Swordmaster,
to your health.
which we do by going back to the town.
My name is Guybrush
and telling
Threepwood.
the
Prepare to
store,
die.
the shop owner, to contact the Swordmaster and then following him.
I've spoken with apes more polite than you.
I'm glad to hear you attended your family reunion.
There we go.
You fight like a dairy farmer.
There it is.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
Okay. There's literally no reason to continue this fight.
I give up. You win.
So then after this, I just need to start putting together my crew. Well, I need to go get the thieving trophy. The thieving one is the most fun. That's the one where you break into the governor's mansion.
10 o'clock.
It's always 9 o'clock.
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
Pretty fun.
Ahoy there, fancy pants. What do you want?
I'm looking for the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
The Swordmaster of Melee Island? Now, I don't know. See, nobody knows the whereabouts of her secret hideout. Nobody except me. I'd have to go and ask her if it's okay to show you the way. I guess I could hike all the way
Totally
over
free.
there.
Totally free.
Once. I'll be right back. And don't touch anything!
This game absolutely just blew my mind back in the early 90s. So when we get to the governor's mansion, I'm not going to talk at all during the scene behind the wall, because it is one of the funniest moments ever. Rhinoceros toenails be damned. If you've played Thimbleweed Park, they basically bring this back whole cloth, and it's amazing.
I better just stay back here and eavesdrop.
Oh, wow.
Hello again,
Raining like crazy
Carla.
outside.
I thought I told you to get lost.
Actually, I'm here on business. This kid come into my store, see?
Face it, you crusty old lech. You'd make any excuse just to come out here and bother me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, cut it out. I'm sick of it. Take a hike and don't come out here again. Someone might follow you, and then I'd become another Melee Island tourist attraction.
Hey, it's your loss, baby.
Yeah, right. Now scram.
At least most of the female characters in these games don't put up with bullshit. Kate capsize in the second one. You end up in a pickup line situation.
How dare you approach the Sword Master without
Similar to
permission,
this.
which I surely didn't give you.
Hi, I'm selling these fine leather jackets.
Do you have one in size 3? Of course you don't, because you're not really a jacket salesman. Let's be honest. You're here to prove yourself to the pirate leaders in hopes of one day being as immoral as they are.
It's true.
Yep. Nailed it right on the head. Gee, you're smart.
I can tell by the sarcastic expression on your face that you've been fully trained by Captain Smirk. I can also tell from the Melee Time sports page that you've won only 2 fights. Not nearly enough to waste my time.
Oh, I actually never had to. I've never gotten this far not winning, so let me go beat up a bunch of pirates then. I totally forgot about that part.
What you be wanting, you scurvy lubber?
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die. You fight like a dairy farmer.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow. Have you stopped wearing diapers yet?
Why, did you want to borrow one? My handkerchief will wipe up your blood.
So, you got that job as janitor, after all. I got this scar on my face during a mighty struggle.
I hope now you've learned to stop picking your nose. I've heard you were a contemptible sneak.
I am rubber, you are glue. Wow, you're good enough to fight the Sword Master.
There we go. That should be enough. So not nearly enough was one fight. That's perfect.
How dare you approach the Sword Master with, oh, it's you again.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. I've come to kill you.
Nothing like being honest. I can tell by the sarcastic expression on your face that you've been fully trained by Captain Smirk. Let's get this over with. My wisest enemies run away at the first sight of me.
Even before they smell your breath?
No one will ever catch me fighting as badly as you do.
Too bad no one's ever heard of you at all.
Oh, whoops.
My tongue is sharper than any sword.
That's the... I'd be in real trouble if you ever... Oh, wait.
First, you'd better stop waving it like a feather duster.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
My sword is famous all over the Caribbean.
There's the too bad nobody's ever heard of you at all.
Too bad no one's ever heard of you at all.
I've got the courage and skill of a master swordsman.
There's the... I'd be in trouble if you ever used them.
I'd be in real trouble if you ever used them.
Every word you say to me is stupid.
I wanted to make sure you'd feel comfortable with me.
I give up. You win. Well, I hope you're happy. You can go back and brag to all your friends about how you beat the Swordmaster. You'll need proof. Here. This should convince them.
A lot of t-shirts. It's a t-shirt heavy game. Which I appreciate as someone who substituted having a personality with just having t-shirts. So, don't want to live on the planet anymore. Okay, so let us go to the governor's mansion, I suppose.
Move out of the way, or I punch my way through.
Sorry to bother you. I'll be on my way.
If you're not moving, And I will probably cut this after part 1, and I'll do parts 2 and 3 as separate streams. This should be getting us pretty close to the end of part 1. There's a fairly big chunk here after the mansion, but we'll get through that, and yeah. I highly recommend picking these up if you haven't already.
Important notice. These dogs are not dead. They are only sleeping. No animals were harmed during the production of this game.
I don't recognize the man, but that looks like the dog in the bar.
I don't think it's up there. I think it's down here.
This door appears to be locked.
So basically, I have to pick up an idol,
No time for reading now. It doesn't seem to open.
Right.
This looks like a job for Fester Shinetop.
I love this guy.
No, not the red button.
It's a big, ugly, hairy yak wearing some wax lips. I can't move it. I can't move it.
So yeah, I'm not doing anything at this point. This is all
I'll need this.
just the script.
I must be nuts. Heck! Gophers! It's beautiful. I can't open it. Uh-oh. That should hold him for a while. If only I had a file, I could get the idol.
All right, there is a little more to this than I thought. I think I've got to do the grog puzzle, which is it's a timed puzzle. So I have to get mugs of grog. That MT thing you're seeing, that is the MIDI device. I need to get a better power supply for it. The one that it has is causing it to drop occasionally, and that's what you see when the MTI thing pops up. Let's see. Maybe the file is just in the prison. So I'm pretty sure to get the file. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm actually maybe this is a piece I don't remember.
You gotta get me out of here! I'm a victim of society!
Not to mention halitosis. Ugh.
Hey, it's hard to keep my breath minty fresh when there's nothing to eat in here but rats.
Oh, right. I need breath mints. Which I don't believe are in here.
Hey, where'd you go? I hike halfway across the island to try...
Yep, bye.
Still 10 o'clock. say, are you guys pirates?
No, we're a wandering circus troupe.
But some idiot chased our trained rat away.
Shut up! Of course we're pirates. You can't buy clothes like these off the rack.
What do you want?
How come you're on this street corner and not on a ship? Looting, pillaging, sacking, that sort of thing.
Well, pirating hasn't been panning out so well for us.
There are some unnaturally talented pirates in the area right now.
Operating out of Monkey Island.
So we've been pursuing alternate means of self-support. We're trying to start up a circus.
It was working out well, until the rat scared off the elephant.
And now some jerk scared off the rat.
Now you've depressed us. Go home.
Still 10 o'clock.
Excuse me, but oh, it's only you again. I told you there was only one in existence. Now get lost.
Okay. I am actually not quite sure where the Breathmints are. I don't know why. Well, let me just come back here and talk to these guys.
Well, if it isn't the boy who wants to be a pirate, how do you fare on your quests?
That is correct, Timmy. Shovel Monkey.
I found your legendary lost treasure.
Oh, I discovered the lost treasure, eh? You're a clever boy. You may keep the chic t-shirt. We have plenty.
I'm the deadliest scallywag whatever swung a sword.
Well, defeated the Swordmaster, did you? Aye, you're a strong fella. You may keep the stylish t-shirt. We have enough.
I'll just be running along now.
Leave us to our grog.
Come back later and tell us how you're doing.
The grog joke I would do, but it's a very long joke. They list off a bunch of ingredients very slowly. Breathmints. Let's see here. There's only a couple places it can be, right? Into the house, into the circus, Swordmasters, I guess. I feel like the Breathmints are over here. I feel like there's something to do with Stan, but maybe I'm wrong. If anyone happens to remember the Breathmints, please let me know.
Nothing.
Thanks. Yeah, it's nice to do this. It's a lot of fun. Let me go try the island because I'm pretty sure it's not Swordmaster's house. Or sorry, not Swordmaster. Captain Curmudgeon's house or whatever. But I don't remember if this is the spot I use, or if this is the spot I get them. Because I need this guy for my crew later, but I think that might be all that I actually do here. Wait, I don't already have Breathmints, do I? That'd be
I told you, I don't have the time to show you any more tattoo tricks.
Could you show me that neato tattoo thing again?
Well, okay, but just one more time. Watch this. Say hello, Roger.
Hello, Roger.
Whoops, I just realized that this is the wrong house.
Oh, okay. Have a nice time on Melee Island.
Nope. So it's not this one. Whoops.
A rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle.
Who would have breath mints? It's gotta be the shopkeeper, right? It's gotta be the shopkeeper. Maybe it's not. Anyway, you get the breath mints, you give them to the guy in the jail. The guy in the jail gives you a cake. The cake has a file in it. The file is used on the rhinoceros toenails. I'll check the voodoo place. Maybe that's another.
No thanks. Let's see, there's a jar of bat drippings, a box that says assorted scales, a shaker full of monkey flakes, and some cat knuckles. Cat knuckles? How barbaric! I think I hear slithering inside. Gee, I wonder what's in these baskets. He's pretty creepy.
Alright, we'll go try the shopkeep. That's the only thing I can think of.
Ahoy there, fancy pants. What do you want?
I could really use a breath mint.
Whew, you're telling me. Here, take one. Please, take the whole roll. That'll be 1 piece of 8. What else do you want?
I think I'd just like to browse.
Whatever.
Alright, so it was the shopkeep. Of course. I always forget when dialogue options lead to stuff.
Oh, Grago Mint. How refreshing. Thanks. So, have you come to release me?
Would you happen to have a file?
You think I'd be in here if I did? All I have is this carrot cake my Aunt Tilly made me. You can have that if you bring me something to get rid of these rats. I can't stand carrot cake. Hey, this might work on the rats. Thanks. Here's the cake.
And no, you can't use the file on the lock, unfortunately. You have to do the grog puzzle for that. I'm starting to think those dogs are not sleeping.
That doesn't seem to work. I've got the file. Whee!
Yeah, this is funnier in text, but I still love the talkie version.
Whew, that was a close one. At least I got the idol.
But I'm not done with you yet.
Uh-oh.
Thought you could get out of here with the idol of many hands, did you?
Look, I can explain.
So can I. You poisoned the governor's pet poodles,
They're just sleeping.
broke into her house,
The door was unlocked.
and stole one of her most valuable pieces of art.
No, you've got it all wrong.
Oh, really? Well, let's hear your explanation.
It belongs in a museum.
Ah!
What's going on here?
I caught this hoodlum making off with your idol, Governor. He says it belongs in a museum.
That's right, it does.
What?
You heard me, Fester. The real question is, how did he get
Fester,
in here
shine
while you were on guard?
I,
Oh, just go away, Fester. I can handle this.
I'll deal with you later.
Sorry about him. He's new. I'm Governor Marley. Governor Elaine Marley. So my idol belongs in a museum, eh?
Well,
Relax, Mr. Throopwood. I know why you're here. Believe me, you're not the first who's tried. Although I have to admit, not many get as far as you have.
golly.
My lookout told me of your arrival. I've wanted to meet you ever since I heard your fascinating name. Tell me, Guybrush, why do you want to be a pirate? You don't look like one. Your face is too sweet.
Hello, Starter Quest. Welcome.
I see. Well, you're obviously not in the mood for idle chit-chat, are you? I suppose you've got many more exciting things to do? I won't take up any more of your time, Mr. Threepwood.
Boo. Twinkly? I really wish I knew how to talk to women.
You fool.
Where do you think you're going, Throopwood?
This will probably end this, but I'm going to...
Excuse me, Mr. Shinetop, but you're blocking the doorway.
I think you need to
Go ahead and
cool off.
save it.
Hand over your sword.
And we're going to see what happens when he tries to hold his breath for 10 minutes.
This is the end of the road, my little pantalooned pal. Your troublemaking days on Melee Island are over. My plans for the governor are far too important and much too near completion to risk letting a would-be pirate like you get in the way. So long, Mr. Spicecake or Droopface or whatever your name is. This might actually turn out to be a pretty good day.
All right, so I'm going to save this. And now it's a waiting game for 10 minutes. So you can see that there are a bunch of sharp implements about, but this is the Easter egg in Monkey Island where Guybrush can hold his breath for 10 minutes. So during this 10 minutes, I would gladly answer any questions or do any trivia or talk a little bit more about Monkey Island while we're waiting here. Starter Quest, thank you. Yes, the Talkie edition is absolutely my favorite way to play. I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I don't hate the new graphics for the special edition, but I do not care for them. They're definitely not the way I prefer to play. So when the Talkie patch came out, I jumped on that, and I'm just super happy with the work the community has done. It is an excellent way to get those awesome new voices into a classic Monkey Island. Again, I think it only works on the PC versions. I don't think that there's... Well, with Scum VM, there might be patches to play with some of the various versions. There are a bunch of versions of this game. I think there's an FM Towns Marty version even. I know there's for Zach McCracken at least. But yeah, it's got... you can see Pirates
Hey,
Block.
Nick. I just committed a felony.
Did it involve that big knife you've got there?
Yeah. What should I do with it?
Well, get rid of it.
I'll throw it in the water.
No, don't do that.
Why not? I need to ditch it.
It might wash up somewhere.
What do I care? My prints won't be on it. I'm throwing it in. I might need it. See ya.
See ya.
Oh, it's fantastic. I love the humor. Yeah, so, you know, there are a lot of different graphic styles out there that people played when they first played the game. VGA and Amiga are pretty damn close. Sega CD kind of has its own style entirely. It has a lot more dithering, so like the background dithering here used for this gradient, that's, I think it only has 32 on-screen colors with a little bit of a boost to background on Sega CD. So it's a much different color space. This is much more vibrant. It has a lot more bright colors in it. I think if I had to pick a word to describe the Sega CD, it would be blue. It's a lot bluer. A lot of the brighter stuff gets toned down to fit in the color space. EGA is very hard for me to play. Everything's super pink because it's only got 16 colors. And then what else have I played this on personally? I haven't played the Atari. I don't think there's an Atari ST version. There might be an Atari ST version. Actually, I think there is an Atari ST version. I haven't played that. But my first experience with it was Amiga 500 on the old tank mouse, and it blew me away. It really did. Because at the time I had only played I'd only played Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge on PC with a PC speaker at that point. So the only music from Monkey Island I'd heard had been the PC speaker version of the music, which is not good at all. I mean, I guess better than a lot of games at the time, but it's rough. It's very, it's just making that little square wave do a bunch of dances, and it's not very good. So when I played the Amiga version of Monkey Island, I was opened up to this just whole new world of sound that I'd never heard come out of a computer before. And after I played that, I did my summer job, saved up for an AdLib compatible sound card. I don't remember exactly if I don't think I got an actual AdLib. I think I got one of the compatibles, so not Sound Blaster, but one of the OPL 2 compatible sound cards that was $150, which was literally my entire summer savings. And I finally played Monkey Island 2 with that sound and was blown away. And I love Monkey Island 2 soundtrack, but Michael Land's Monkey Island 1 soundtrack is just iconic. So even then, after having heard it on the Amiga and then having went back and played Monkey Island 2 and heard all that, I love the sound of both, but I have to say Monkey Island 1 probably has the best soundtrack of the entire series. So getting to play it finally on MIDI hardware when I was a little bit older, and then now I can play it on this reproduction MIDI hardware, absolutely fantastic. I think the MIDI soundtrack is second only to the orchestral arrangement for the special editions, which unfortunately that was not something that got pulled back into the Talkie version. The orchestrated sound, I think, was Redbook, and if it wasn't Redbook, it was just way too big to put on an old DOS machine. So you're still just getting this beautiful Roland MT32 sound, which is still fantastic, but I've heard this actually performed live before, and that's pretty amazing. The sounds are very sweeping and very epic, and I mean, I'd say this game influenced. It's funny because I think this game influenced Pirates of the Caribbean a lot, but the ride influenced this game a lot. So it's a really weird sort of cyclic thing. But I would say that you could plug the songs from this game directly into Pirates of the Caribbean, and I think you would be pretty pleased with the results. You can use the new music. That's interesting. I'll double check. I don't think I have not read On Stranger Tides, I will absolutely check that out, though, if it's an influence for the game. Big fan. At the time that I got the Talkie version, the music wasn't in the pack, so I am extremely happy to hear that. I will go back and grab the updated Talkie version stuff, because all it pulled was the sound. It pulled in package, or sorry, the voice. So, because I ran it against the GOG version, I think. Yeah, it was my GOG version. So that's what I pulled it from. Again, absolutely recommend. You can just go Google Monkey Island Talkie, Talkie, which is the old LucasArts, Lucasfilm nomenclature for their CD Talkie versions. So there was like a Talkie Loom, there was a Talkie Full Throttle, and they would use that to denote that this had voice. So I love that the Talkie edition kind of kept that going. But yeah, it's been a couple of years since I grabbed this, so I will have to go check that out. Why does On Stranger Tides sound super familiar to me?
Gee, I don't know how much longer I can hold my breath.
There we go. It's getting close. This is, I believe, the only way to die in at least the first two. There's another fake out later, but I'll save that for the next stream, where it looks like you die. But yeah, this is part of why I fell in love with LucasArts Adventures growing up, because I liked experimenting. I liked going out and trying things. I like trying all of the dialogue options. I like, picking up as much stuff as I can and toying around with as much as I can. He's starting to change color. So LucasArts really, really resonated with me, versus things like Sierra games, where Sierra games were dangerous. Like, you could lose a lot of progress easily in Sierra games, and it was very frustrating sometimes. When I was a 12-year-old kid, just clicking around, and a scorpion would just destroy you, or you'd end up getting eaten by a bear. LucasArts never had that. You never felt that that feeling of constant danger. So you had, even though they were more limited and they were more linear, there was a much more exploratory nature to them, and I really liked that a lot. Okay, thank you. I have only seen Pirates 1 and 2. I have to be honest, which means I've seen Pirates 1 3 times, I guess, because Pirates 2 was just Pirates 1 twice. I mean, not exactly, but it really did feel like the whole first movie, and then the whole first movie again after they did it. It was weird. So yeah, as you can see, not going so well for Guybrush, but there's a moment here that's excellent. There we go. This is my favorite Easter egg of all time, simply because it is. They changed the verbs. Anyway,
I don't know how much longer I can hold my breath.
So, yeah, the trick is pretty simple. Very, very easy puzzle,
I guess I'll be
but
getting a sword. This one will do.
A lot of people, will try to pick up the swords and whatnot.
What was that? I'm so confused.
Hey,
this brings us to the end of
what
part
are you
1.
doing
So
just
thank you
standing around?
for joining
the
me.
governor's been kidnapped.
What? By whom?
LeChuck's got her on that ship that just sailed off. He caught her alone when she came down here to rescue you. I'm afraid we've seen the last of her.
Come on, Rob Paulson.
So where were you this whole time? Sleeping?
Hey, I'm a lookout, not a bodyguard.
I'll go get a crew in a ship and go rescue her.
That's not gonna be easy, you know. LeChuck's taken the governor back to his hideout on Monkey Island. I'm afraid that no pirate on this island is brave enough to follow him there. But hey, good luck. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. They left this note. You can have it, but I don't think you'll like what it says.
Oh, Governor, why did you have to risk your life for me? Maybe you cared for me more than I thought, just as I now realize how much I care for you.
I did save.
The governor's in this mess, and I
saved it, so when I start the next stream, I'm actually
even if I have to sail to Monkey Island myself to get her.
So it should give me that the Marley discussion with Shine Top and the kidnapping. All right, well, that about does it for this stream. So a huge thank you to everybody for joining me. This was a lot of fun. This is my first stream in a long time. It was the first stream where my equipment actually, played nice. So I will hopefully see you folks next week for the remainder of The Secret of Monkey Island, and then I will be moving on to the rest of the series. Well, at least 2 and 3, maybe 4, and very maybe the Telltale games, but definitely the new Monkey Island when it comes out. That's getting streamed absolutely. So thank you very much. Have a great time, and thanks for joining me.